Coach is already out. Time for semi-final number 1 of the compound men's individual. It's time to go down for the athlete introductions.
On target number 1, représentant la France, Nicolas Girard. On target number 2, representing the United States of America, Braden Gellenthien. The line judge for this match is Hyundai.
So athletes introduced. The French will be delighted to see Nicolas Girard, the 22-year-old world number 81, the 2022 Indoor Series champion, but no individual stage medals yet on the circuit. Goes up against the 3-time Hyundai Archery final champion, Braden Gellenthien, the world number 10 from the USA. Gellenthien to get semi-final number 1 of the men's compound individual underway.
No.
Yep.
Trademark, yep, from Braden Gellenthien.
Yep.
Well, no drop points from Girard. High five from his coach.
Nicolas Girard, cible numéro 1, qualifié en 16e, il y a quelques jours au stade Charletti avec 705. Et qui a réussi à battre en 32e de finale chez Signou, avant de battre Robin Yakma, les en 16e de finale. Mesdames et messieurs, Nicolas Girard.
Well, what a start there. 29 plays at 30 here. And Gellenthien looking very, very focused.
Yeah, he's got the normal American coach behind him, Chris Webster. You hear the yep, you know, that we hear behind Brady and the rest of the USA team. Great positive reinforcement. You shot a 10 and you got that lovely feeling of the shot, and your coach behind shouts, yep, just what you need.
Trademark for the US team, but it's the Frenchman leading here. Got off to a flyer here. Again, is it about the experience of shooting earlier in the day in the team competition for Girard?
I think that does help for sure. He's been out here already. He knows what the stadium looks like, feels like, what the conditions might be. So yeah, I think it's definitely an advantage.
Yeah, and about how he handles the pressure that potentially comes with being on home soil with the crowd behind you. Started well, the Frenchman, so Braden Gellenthien from the USA, trailing by 1, will shoot first in the second.
Yep. There it is.
So what's interesting about Braden's shot then is the last time we saw him last year, I'm sure in Guatemala, he was using that little pinky. He was just putting the pinky on the back of the release aid and helping spin around the release aid to make the shot go, and he's not doing that now, so a little change in his technique perhaps.
A little bit more education on archery technical terms, the pinky. Was the little finger.
Yep.
Another 29 for the American. Well, another perfect there. from Nicolas Girard. Has not dropped a point yet.
Is the pinky not an internationally known thing?
I don't think they call it a pinky in Korea.
No, probably not. But if you think of us British drinking our tea with our pinky outstretched, that's your little index finger.
You just carry on digging that hole over there, Nicky Hunt. Girard, though, he is climbing a mountain right here. Hasn't dropped a point yet against Braden Gellenthien. You see, yes, the technique has potentially changed. As you see this little finger of Braden Gellenthien.
D'accord. Et est-ce qu'on a des gens qui soutiennent l'archer français Nicolas Girard?
Almost looks painful, doesn't it, for him to see that?
And it must be difficult if you make a small change like that in your technique. It must take a long time to change.
Yeah, well, that was Guatemala, wasn't it, last year? I think the first World Cup stage, and we're a good, what, 13, 14 months down the line. So, and here he is. Perhaps it's taken that long to make that change.
Strong shot.
Gellenthien trailing will shoot first in the third end here.
Yep, there it is. Another one. Let's go, Braden. Good, strong shot.
Encouragement from the coach there for Gellenthien.
Yep, that's a good one. Give me one more.
Big follow through. I think he thought that was just going to go out to the right there. Just swung his bow arm to keep it in.
Yep, there it is.
Gellenthien's first perfect. Breathing room though for Girard. Doesn't need it. No points dropped so far in this men's semi-final. Girard of France leading by 90 points to 88 over Braden Gellenthien of the USA. Fabulous performance from the Frenchman so far. Conditions look like they may have just slightly eased up. The rain appears to have stopped falling. And we get a good look at the veins here that you were talking about earlier on, Nikki.
Yep, quite unusual to have 4 veins on the back of the arrow. Most archers have 3, but it's obviously working for Girard. It's all about the stability of the arrow, so we put the veins on to balance the arrow as it's coming out. It kind of snakes up and down as it comes out of the compound. It just makes the flight a bit more controlled.
More veins, more drag?
Yeah, I would think so. So possibly losing a bit of speed, but we're shooting over 50 meters. So these compound bows really, really fast. You can see the little cams, top and bottom pulleys. These guys can shoot up to 60 pounds. I'd imagine these guys are both close to that. So the arrow speed is around 300 feet per second.
Well, time for the fourth and penultimate end here in this semi-final between Gellenthien and Girard. The American shooting first, trailing by 2.
Yep.
5th 10 in a row. That's the 10th. 100% record so far on 100 points. Nicolas Girard.
Yep. Right there with it. One more.
He uses a little bit more time than other archers, doesn't he, at full draw?
Yeah, he just stays on it, keeps pulling. The follow through looks really nice.
Yep.
2 perfects in a row for Gellenthien. Definitely found the middle of the target. but remaining perfect. Nicolas Girard, 120 plays 118, but will the pressure of 230s from Gellenthien get to Nicolas Girard?
That's the question, right? It's certainly going to increase the pressure. He knows that Braden shoots well. He knows how good Braden is. So it's up to him just to stick to himself, stick to the process, keep making these good shots. Because, yeah, just a couple of 9s and we're all square. So you know, if Braden did shoot perfect again, so you can't relax at this point. Just got to stick to the plan.
It seems to be a man that is not thinking the slightest about retirement, and perhaps the news about World Archery applying for compound to be included in the Los Angeles Olympics. So on home soil for Gellenthien will keep him going just that little bit longer.
Yeah, it's possible. I mean, he's been around a long time now. So many medals in the circuit. It's unbelievable. I don't know what he could possibly do with them. I think he's got around 60-odd, 65 medals.
Well, it seems to be there's more in the bag for this man. He's behind here. Girard, having not dropped a point, seems to be looking upon it philosophically.
Let's go, Braden.
Hesitates on the line, waiting for the buzzer. Braden Gellenthien, 118. Girard, 120. Gellenthien to shoot first in the final end of this semi-final.
Yep.
Looks much more in the groove now, much more settled. Pressure's on this guy.
Doesn't look too troubled himself, though.
No.
Another drop point from Gellenthien. Door opened a little wider for the Frenchman. Oh my goodness me, the pressure will be on this last shot.
Yep.
So gets a 29 to finish off for a 147, but the 150 is on here. Can the Frenchman do it in Paris? Oh, yes, he can. What a performance from Nicolas Girard. A 150, a perfect score from the Frenchman here in his capital city. Oh, yes, you just did it, Nicolas Girard. He's through to the final, but what a way to do it.